Now I know what you meant about the sources being more concentrated. I feel different.
Many things are different here, Alexios. You'll discover that in time. Atlantis awaits you. I have one rule that is absolute. Our technology cannot be used on my human civilians. Their bodies cannot withstand the power. The Isu know this above all.
So, I'm free to go. What task should the Digastis do first?
Even Atlantis is not a perfect society. It yearns for balance. So be that balance. Then when your role as guide to the people is fulfilled, it may well be perfection. Don't worry. You've already earned my respect, which is a trial in itself.
Digastis, His Eminence Atlas humbly requests that you join him at his Doma to discuss a matter of grave importance.
Right. I'll make sure to stop by.
Ah, you've arrived! I'm honored the Digastis would accept my humble request.
Huh. You're Atlas, I take it?
In the flesh. I thank you for coming to see me. I'm sure you're very busy. The burden my father gave you is not a light one.
Your messenger told me it was urgent.
Gravely urgent, indeed.
Well, here I am.
It's my brothers, the Archons. They have issues with the human populations under their control. Tensions between Isu and humans are mounting. Without order, the problems will grow severe.
I'll try to use my position to help them where I can.
Find Hadiros, Amphiris, and Azeas. Through your shining example, I hope they learn the valuable lessons in discipline they so desperately need.
And if I help them, you're hoping it'll maintain the peace between Isu and humans.
That's the plan. Poseidon should have known they weren't ready for the responsibility an Archon bears. But that's his failing.
Tell me about Gadiros.
You'll find him near the arena, hard at work planning his next exhilarating spectacle, I'm sure.
What should I know about Amphiris?
He's probably off terrorizing people near the fortified Doma of Ochtonos. Make sure you don't sneak up on him. He's quite jumpy.
I'll find the Archons and make sure their problems are taken care of.
What have I missed? What must I do?
As ice, you have your hands full.
Digastis, you're a welcome sight. The only one I've had in some time.
So many sick. I'm surprised anything can spread in a place as advanced as this.
It's shocking. Nothing I have tried will cure the sick or stop the pathogen spreading. I've lost so many already.
Don't worry. We'll find a way to stop the sickness. Tell me what you need.
Well, there was a device being worked on by a scientist named Consus. Its intention was to rapidly heal injuries and eradicate disease.
Was?
His device is missing. Scientists here have tried to replicate it based on the schematics, but it's still in the experimental phase. And it hasn't been tested on humans.
So it may not work.
That's not the biggest issue. Poseidon has outlawed the use of our technology on humans. I fear that if we don't act quickly, the pathogen will spread across Atlantis.
If you think this healing device can help the sick, then I'll make sure you have it.
The wisdom of an issue, but the compassion of a human. You were a good choice for Digastis. You'll find the device in one of the issue laboratories, in the Consus archive.
I've brought the, glowing cloth you've asked for.
It's a nanotech matter regenerator, in fact, but you have it. I can't believe it. then. Let's see what this thing can do.
Osiris, what the fuck did you do?
I thought I had calibrated correctly. Oh no, what have I done? I killed this poor human. The device doesn't work, and you stole it against Poseidon's laws. What do we do now?
This device is dangerous. Maybe Poseidon outlawed it for a reason. I don't think it should be used on anyone else.
I was so hopeful, but you're right. This device isn't ready to be used on live subjects. All I've done is add to the pain and suffering.
Some things can't be fixed with devices or intellect. There are problems even the ISU can't solve.
I suppose all I can do is return this device to the laboratory and make sure the victims are comfortable until the end.
Let him pass.
Amphiris, if this is how you treat humans, I can see why you need so many guards.
These aren't humans. They are animals. An animal should be in cages.
Dead bodies of civilians outside. A tortured corpse at your feet. The only animal I see around here is you.
A human did this to me while I slept. When they came to kill me, I survived. But they slaughtered my daughter like an animal. Humans don't act with logic or reason.
Good or bad, they are driven by a will to survive.
A trait we implanted to ensure efficiency. But that will become a kindled flame of insurrection. You led a rebellion yourself in Elysium. So I know you understand. If we don't act, the city will burn and many more lives will be lost.
I don't see an army marching on Poseidon.
This one said they plan to launch an attack. Someone needs to destroy the resistance before that happens.
That's not a small request. Despite what you think, all humans aren't a threat.
It is the only path I see. But you are the Dicastis. Only you can choose the correct course of action.
If we find and kill the leaders, the ones spreading the message, the rest will lose interest.
An interesting theory. Perhaps you are right. If the leaders are removed, the rest may see the error of their opposition.
Just leave it to me. I'll send a message they won't forget.
Very well. You'll find the traitorous humans at an abandoned farmstead. Return to me when the situation is resolved. Dicastis, I'm glad to see you return safely. I almost considered sending a regiment of my guard after you.
That would have been overkill.
You can never be too careful when dealing with violent humans. Come, tell me, has the resistance been quashed?
I killed the leaders. With them gone, their movement is dead.
A sound strategy. But I fear the problem exists at the heart of humanity itself. Another leader will rise eventually.
I know you don't trust them, but the humans will never challenge the ISU directly. You are like gods to them. You must see that.
It is an illusion we have tried to nurture already. But it won't last. However, for now you've done what was needed.
The Castis! Thank the stars! I was beginning to lose all hope!
Atlas said you needed help.
You don't understand the responsibility on my shoulders. It's my job to concoct entertainment for the masses. But I fear the crowd have grown bored of my grand spectacles.
I've seen some good plays. And some bad ones.
We need more than a simple play. If the audience leave my shows bored and restless, who knows what they'll start plotting?
You think they'll become violent?
My purpose is to keep them preoccupied so they can't be violent.
If your shows have become boring, You just need to get more creative.
The humans are primitive. Their tastes basic. They like life's simpler joys. Blood, tragedy, romance, that sort of thing.
So give the people what they want.
What they want, yes. Yes, I can hear the cheers now! The legendary Dicastis Alexios takes on Atlantis' finest warriors. You must take part in my next event.
Sounds like a pancration. I can definitely help with that.
Not exactly. But I was inspired by your efforts in Elise. I know you'll do an exemplary job entertaining the crowds as you did then. If we pull this off, we'll be the talk of the city.
It's worth a try.
The champion has been bested! Our mighty Dicastis is victorious and the crowd have spoken. But will he show mercy? Or will he spill the blood we want?
If you don't appease the crowd, I fear what Gladiros will do. It was an honor to fight you, Dicastis.
You fought honorably.
A fitting end to a glorious life spent in service to you, the audience. Now, on to the grand finale. And here we are, the end of today's event. Next to face our Dicastis' judgment, the very scum that taints our city.
By the gods. What is this?
For the good of Atlantis, today bear witness to the guilty and condemned given one final chance at redemption. They will be honored to die at the hands of our guest.
Enough! I am not doing this!
Fear not, friends. We will make sure justice is delivered. What a show! What a show!
The people seemed entertained.
And why wouldn't they be? You put on a performance for the ages.
This won't help the relations between your people. The humans will see what's going on eventually.
I fear that if we stop things, will just get worse. But you see things differently than all of us here.
Maybe their tastes aren't so primitive. Maybe they'll surprise you.
I wish I had your optimism. But only time will tell. Perhaps I'll even recruit a few humans to help me.
Dicastis, welcome back. I'm glad you could be here to witness this momentous occasion.
Why are the Archons in chains?
I invited my dear siblings here for one final lesson in leadership.
It looks like an execution to me.
Every experience in life should be a lesson, including death. You've been to the underworld, so I know you understand what these fools do not.
You asked me to help the Archons. I did. Their problems are solved.
Their problems only existed because they couldn't perform the duties their roles demanded.
You're going to murder your brothers? For what?
For order, for peace, for Atlantis.
For Atlas, you mean?
I am the rightful heir to Atlantis. I should be the Dicastis. I cannot defy Poseidon's will, but these fools don't deserve their power. I'll be a better Archon in their stead.
Once Poseidon finds out what you've done, he won't let you get away with it.
That is our way. The way of progress. You are not one of us. I've seen your compassion to those who dwell in this city. Perhaps our ways are not as perfect as Poseidon thinks they are.
Parents do what they think is best, but it doesn't mean they're always right. We have to look out for each other, no matter what we're told.
Wise, Dicastis. I respect your decision. For the moment.
what now?
If you're going to one day rule this city, Alexios, you're going to have to learn a very important lesson.
That's what I get for helping you? A lecture?
Just some words of advice. Nothing in Atlantis is what it seems at face value. This city is old, and those that call it home are even older. You have helped me, Dikastis, and for that, you have my thanks.
This isn't over, Atlas.
On the contrary, I'm done here. Ah, the Castis. I heard you can help me with the solar floral regeneration project.
The what?
Oh, forgive me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Neocles, an imperial botanist here in Atlantis. I'm engineering a way to aid floral regrowth.
The flowers here can't just grow on their own?
Oh, no! You're not one of those followers of Minerva, are you?
Slow down. Why don't you just tell me what it is you need from me?
Oh, apologies, Dikastis. You're new to Atlantis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me begin. Basically, the plants are a key resource for us here. But a few cycles ago, humans overpicked them, and now the air is suffering.
You want to grow more?
In a sense, yes. I have a hypothesis, a theory that using a natural power source stronger than the sun will promote sustainable growth.
You're losing me again.
There are devices that project beams of light around the Garden of Triton. Redirecting them using the reflective surfaces would stimulate floral regrowth.
You want me to move your lights?
Yes, and the Castis taking care of our natural resources would send a message to all of Atlantis.
A good message, I hope. I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but then...
The beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think the problem is?
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
There might be something wrong with your theory. I still don't see how this light is any better than the sun.
The sun! That's it! The power source must also be displaced, rendering this light no different than the sun. No wonder you're the Dikastis. That's brilliant!
So the next step is...
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there. Looks like Neocles was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there!
What's the Dikastis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neocles' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neocles has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Dikastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neocles' device and we'll fix the flowers.
This isn't Neocles' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers, When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neocles needs to stop meddling.
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When will you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you.
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Dikastis, it should be your decision.
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability!
Trust in Gaia. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Dikastis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
Want to tell me what that was all about?
No. I'll be fine. Dikastis! You can make this all go away! My name is Lyra, and you're... you! You've helped so many people. You're amazing and wonderful and powerful and you're here!
Thank you. That's nice of you.
You deserve all the praise and more.
They called you a murderer. You don't seem the type, but as the Castis, I have to be sure.
They're sure I'm responsible for what happened to that poor family. They said it's like the other murders, but I couldn't live with myself, I swear. Please, please clear my name.
I'll find out what really happened. Just point me in the direction of the attack.
Just down the road, not too far from here.
If I were you, I'd hide until I return.
Ah, good idea. Thank you. You truly are a great Dikastis.
Ah, the great Legastis. What did I do to deserve a visit?
I'm looking into the attack that happened nearby last night.
Ah, of course. I thought that was meant to be handled already.
You mean the mob harassing that woman?
I've said enough.
I'm the Dikastis, remember? Trust me, people who don't tell me what I want to know end up regretting their silence.
You've already met the guilty one.
Lyra? You agree with the mob?
Of course I do. I'm the one who told them it was her. I saw her last night, bloody and in a frenzy.
It was dark. How do you know it was her?
I know what I saw.
Is this about what happened last night?
How do you know?
It's all everyone's talking about. And if the Dikastis is here, you must be looking into it.
If you saw or heard anything, I need to know.
I saw it from the distance. Heard it too. Its howl will never leave my mind.
You saw a wolf?
Beast is more like it. If you see it, run!
I'll be careful. These footprints track the blood out of the house. Whoever murdered them left this way. These aren't stab wounds. They're claw marks. This bloody cloth doesn't match the mother or daughter's robes. It must have come off the murderer. I should return to Lyra and let her know what I found.
Well, did you find out what happened?
The evidence I found was conflicting.
Tell me.
2 people saw what happened. One woman heard a wolf howling, but a man said he saw you, covered in blood, and leaving the family's house.
He's lying!
Or mistaken. It was dark, so it could have been anyone. There's more. The killing blows weren't made by a weapon.
Then by what?
It almost looked like claw marks. And then there was this piece of cloth. It didn't match the clothes of anyone there.
That's mine! How did it get there? Someone wants me to look like I was responsible. Tell me the truth, Dicastis.
Whether it was a wolf or something else, it's clear it wasn't you.
Of course it wasn't, but why would someone make it seem like I'm the murderer?
We'll figure that out together, after I kill the beast.
You're going to kill it?
What other choice is there? Do you want another mob after you?
No, of course not. I've just always hated the killing of animals.
If I don't kill it now, it will kill someone later.
I have a friend who can keep me safe while you end this.
Malaka! Lyra!
It was me! What am I?
I've seen this before. A Minotaur, a Cyclops, a Gorgon. All were humans possessed by powerful Isu devices. The only way I could stop them was by killing them. But you're able to change back. Somehow, you're different.
I don't remember coming here. Or why?
If I had to guess, that side of you knew it was caught. Maybe it thought coming out here was the only choice it had.
That side of me. I've had dreams lately of being in a bright room, tied down, pain throughout my body. But now, I think that all really happened. I did kill them then. I don't remember it, but it was me, wasn't it? If you knew you would harm people again, and you could never control yourself, never stop, would you?
Would I what?
Jump?
Of course I wouldn't. There are always answers.
How could that be? It feels so permanent.
It's only one part of you. It's not all of you. I know what it's like to be part human and part something else. Trust me, you can live with this burden.
I'm not as strong as you are.
Look at yourself. Yes, you are. You're stronger than you think. Plus, I've been thrown off a cliff before. I wouldn't recommend it.
But you're still here.
I am. And you are too.
You're right. Now that I know what's inside of me, I can do something about it. And I know who can help. Thank you.
I'll drop the cloak and dagger. I've been training to become like you, but training isn't enough. You're more than a warrior. The blood of the gods runs through your veins.
I thought they preferred Isu in Atlantis.
The Isu may as well be the divine with how they rule. Cold, calculating, indifferent to the people milling beneath them. But it's not just Isu blood that makes you special, is it? There's something else.
Well, you tell me.
I'm talking about this. Your spear.
Oh, showing off for me, are you?
Just a little. Are you impressed?
You're strangely charming. For a thief.
Flattering, but we have business to attend to, Dicastis.
So, what do you want from me?
I'm involved with Atlas. He's afraid of taking the relationship public. He says his enemies would exploit me as his weakness, so he keeps me a secret.
Wait, you're in love with Atlas?
From my experience, I'm not sure Isu men truly love. Nevertheless, I need to make him see that I can be his strength. Our partnership might be a key to bridging the gap between Isu and humans.
Your love is strategic.
If we take the relationship public, we could marry and I could rule the district by his side, influence policy and ease the tension between the two groups. But so long as I am merely human, it can never be. That's why I want to be like you.
It would be nice to have another ally in Atlantis. What's your plan?
At the Adamant Metallon, they harvest a metal used to create devices just like your spear.
My spear's the strongest metal ever forged. Could this be used to forge other weapons?
Well, adamant ingots could, but what I need is raw adamant. I know the one who can forge it for me. Atlas can't suspect what I'm up to, so make sure you're not seen.
He doesn't know about this?
I'll tell him the truth when the time is right. Please, hurry back.
Raw adamant, as promised.
Nice to see that you're as skilled as you look. I'm making the right choice to become more like you.
You seem fine to me. I don't know why you're trying to change.
Just as you were destined to be Dicastes, I am destined for this. I just know it.
Atlas is hardly worth all this trouble. You shouldn't change yourself for him.
This is bigger than Atlas. Wait and see what a human Archon could mean for Atlantis.
Still, all you have is raw adamant.
Until I take it to a skilled blacksmith so he can forge an Isu device from the adamant.
Well, you know where to find the Dicastes when you need him.
The forging takes time. What we do next will change Atlantis irreversibly. You should make sure you complete all your duties as Dicastes before meeting me at the Doma of Atlas. Now that I have the Isu device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what these Isu devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound, and I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Last I checked, he seemed pretty power-hungry. I don't think he wants to share his throne.
Behind every great man is a great woman. I can make Atlas see that, Dicastes.
I'm not sure a good Dicastes goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as Dicastes. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, Dicastes. Let's go.
I could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis? What are you doing here? With him, no less.
The Dicastes and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. He'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No, you two stay here. I'm I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Elpis wouldn't have anything to do with why you were sneaking around the adamant metalon, would she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
I've had enough of these secrets. Elpis wants to become Isu like you. She's using a device in your palace to do it.
Atlas, stop!
You betrayed me! You used knowledge I told you in confidence for your own political gain!
It was for Atlantis! I don't want to be your weakness anymore. I can help you, Atlas.
Lies! You used me!
Wait, don't!
This is your fault! The Castis wasn't enough, huh? You had to steal away my father's love, turn Elpis against me. You want to rule my Doma, too!
No! It had nothing to do with that!
Traitor! You're no longer welcome here. Guards!
Looks so peaceful from up here. It always does. But it never is. I know, Ikaros. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Archons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this, bring me that, go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Ikaros? A speech from your new ruler. Atlanteans! Tonight, we tear off these clothes and make love until the sun comes up! I wonder what Alcibiades is doing these days. Or who?
Who is Alcibiades?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Alexios.
I thought it was wonderful, Dicastis Alexios.
Just Alexios is fine. And what's your name?
Alcon, you're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
Her name was Phoebe. We were good friends. She's in a better place now than when I found her.
She was lucky to have a friend like you.
I could always make a new friend. Maybe you, Alcon. And I could help you. Would you like that?
More than anything.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their names are, it would be very helpful.
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the adamant quarry.
You're very brave. Now go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers.
The Castis. Have you come to analyze the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Her son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
I like humans, and I liked Rini. Poor Alcon. But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
Tell me where she is, or I'll cut you!
I told you, I don't know anything! You'll find my contact not far from here, but be careful. A trap has been set for you.
You have made the Castis very angry! Thank you.
Please don't tell Poseidon! You have compassion, Castis. You may be the only one who can calm the brewing storm between humans and Isu.
Dicastis Alexios, did you find matter and pattern?
Not yet. But I know they were taken to some sort of experimentation chamber by an Isu named Zarios.
Zarios? But he was always so kind to us. He gave us food and defended us when the others called us rats.
Do you know where I can find him? The doors to the chamber are locked, and he's my last hope of getting in.
He's usually at the fortified Doma at Miniseas, but he's always protected by guards.
That never stops me. This looks like the perfect place to hide missing humans. Locked. But I think I know what opens this. The more complicated the key, the bigger the secret. What is this? Malaka!
I've been waiting for you, Alexios. Welcome to the birthplace of legends.
Who said that? Show yourself!
My name is Aita. I am a scientist, and in many ways, these are my children.
You created the Minotaur? The Cyclops? The Writhing Dread? They're monsters!
Are we not all monsters? Imperfect beings striving towards our ultimate potential. Is that not why you are here?
I'm here because a little boy's parents are missing, and all signs point to you.
How very human of you.
Oh. Damadis! Rini! Are you here?
Over here! We're here!
Please, help us!
The Castis, you're here.
Mira, what are you doing here?
They came for me in the night. I'll never be safe.
Don't worry, I'm getting everyone out of here.
Didn't anyone teach you it's cruel to lie?
What? What's cruel is abducting and experimenting on these people.
Without sacrifice, there can be no progress. Without experimentation, there can be no perfection.
You're breaking Poseidon's law.
I am advancing knowledge for the betterment of Atlantis.
Poseidon's lack of vision keeps us in darkness. But we are close. So very close.
Humans are not animals to be caged and tortured.
We created them to serve us. That is their sole purpose.
Let these people go.
It's too late for them. Project Olympus has already begun. One human escaped before the transformation was complete, and lives were lost. This won't happen again. Surely you understand. So, you've seen the beast she becomes.
I'm getting these people out of here.
But don't you want to know what's behind this door?
I won't play your little games. I'm getting these people out of here.
So, you would choose to let your small-minded morality hinder your progress?
What if I just killed you, set these people free, and broke through your stupid door?
You can't kill me, Alexios. I can see you're struggling. What if I told you the greatest achievement in Atlantis is behind that door? And that we owe that achievement to you?
What are you talking about?
Through there is a path to immortality. For you. For us. Embrace your legacy. Forget these miserable humans. Abandon morality, and the answers to all your questions are just beyond that door.
Please! Save us or we'll die!
You will be reborn! Don't you want to know why you're really here? Free the people and this door will remain closed to you forever. Pass through, however, and it will lock behind you. These rats will be mine. What will it be, the Gastis? Their lives? Or your destiny?
Fuck your door. I promised a little boy I'd bring his parents home. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Very disappointing. No matter. If there are two things Atlantis has in ample supply, it is adamant and humans.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Thank you, the Gastis.
I'll get to see Alcon again.
Hurry!
How can we ever repay you?
Tell your son if Anisu ever calls him a rat again, Vigastis Alexios will deal with them personally. Poseidon lied to me. They've been experimenting on humans this whole time.
My Vigastis has returned. I can only presume you've delivered judgment to Atlantis.
You said you outlawed experimentation on humans. All of it was lies. The Isu are out of control.
What are you talking about? My laws are absolute, and by them all must abide. I have declared it.
Your laws have done nothing. People are suffering under your rule, and you don't even realize it.
No one would have the audacity to disobey me. Surely this is a mistake.
You should listen to him, you know.
Juno, impossible! You're forbidden from entering the city! Guards!
Your guards respect your sons. And when you appointed that hybrid as your dicastis, your sons turned to us.
Even my sons know better than to bow to a warmonger!
The humans are bringing war whether we want it or not, Poseidon.
They should, after what you've done.
You mean what they've forced us to do. Poseidon worries about the sun and his solar floral regeneration project. Catastrophe is coming for us. On that we agree. But there is only one catastrophe: humanity.
When I got here, Poseidon said I was where I belonged. Someone tell me why I'm really here. Now!
Such sadness. He's even more human than I expected. Eta, answer him.
Gladly. In you, we found opportunity. Imagine the possibilities if we duplicated your hybrid form. We could employ our technology to control your mind. You, hybrid, can be used to craft Juno's ultimate weapon.
Or rather, you could have been. My husband's experiment was promising, but after observation, we've decided you are a failure. Our new weapon is far deadlier than you could ever be.
The Ekatochires. Aida, you didn't.
I did.
The Ekatochires will rise. Project Olympus will strike fear so deeply into the hearts of humanity, they would never consider revolt. And you will declare my husband the Dikastis Vasilevs.
Dikastis, stop this. If they're successful, we are doomed. All of us. You have to trust me.
You deal with these two. I'll find a way to stop their plans.
It's too late. The procedure was already a success. The Ekatochires lives. Can't you hear him stir?
You did this in my laboratory under the palace. Entrance was barred when I outlawed human experimentation.
What is that sound? Is that your weapon?
I will bring justice to these two, but I need you to stop the Ekatochires before he kills us all. Go! Remarkable. You really are the greatest of the humans and of my people.
Where is Juno and Eta?
Imprisoned, for now. But they will not stop.
If imprisonment won't stop them, then leave them alone in a room with me. I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again.
And what would that prove? That you're as cruel as Juno and her husband?
I don't intend to prove anything. I intend to stop this, and to save those that have suffered because of your hubris.
So in the end, you brought judgment to Atlantis after all. Very well, Gastis. Do you still have Cerberus' device? I didn't tell you everything about your stuff. It is a bridge between your two selves, but by coupling it with the powers of the devices you retrieved from the Cerberus and the Gatohires, we can end Atlantis' cycle forever.
I wasn't just awakening my sixth sense. I was unlocking the power to destroy the entire city.
In the wrong hands, the staff has the power to destroy everything. That is why you, and only you, could be its keeper.
You said it yourself. Juno and Etta will never stop. I've seen those laboratories, the experiments in them. There's only one way to end the suffering here. Destroy this place.
My one wish is that I had more time to learn from you. In time, I may have learned to be more human.
Here, Poseidon.
Keeper of the Staff, your trials are over.
We're back in the throne room.
Tell me, now that you have seen the fate of Atlantis, how do you feel?
With the staff, I hold the power to destroy an entire city.
Which is why you were given the ability to control that power. Only in your hands will the destructive potential of the staff remain hidden.
So, what was all this?
What you have experienced are echoes of memories, distorted, but no less real.
Whose memories?
The issue. Some were even my own. In my time as Dikastis, I also tried to bring balance to Atlantis, but it wasn't enough.
You?
And now you.
I'm ready to leave. You coming? We, are entwined after all.
You saw Persephone rule through order, Hades through chaos, and even had a taste of being a ruler yourself in Atlantis.
It was a disaster.
You have seen there is no path to power for the Keeper. In the Staff, you have the ability to bring this world to its knees, but that is not your role. You must use your strength to restrain the power of the Staff, to guard it, to keep.
My mother once told me I was sent by the gods to protect this world. I gave her my word. And now, I give my word to you.
And what of your word, heir of memories? You must wake up and redeem yourself before it's too late, or it will be you who tears this world apart. Now awake. The interloper has found you. Wake! Now!
No! Where are you?
Talking to yourself, Layla Hassan. Clearly the Isu artifact has had quite the effect on you. You're going mad.
Mr. Berg, you finally showed up.
Most impressive. I knew if anyone could discover this place, it was you. But you left Abstergo before you could be assigned this mission.
Sigma 6 found it just fine after you tapped into our comm signal. We know it was you.
Correct. What you don't know is that I've been listening in for much longer. Ever since you found the Book of Herodotus, from Templar research I'm sure you stole.
You're a real Yahomar, so this is over.
Indeed. The world outside is coming to its inevitable end. Whose side you're on won't matter anymore. Come. Hand over the staff.
It does matter. I'll always be an assassin. And if you want the staff, you're gonna have to take it from me.
First Victoria, now me. Admit it, you can't handle the power of the artifact.
Wanna know my favorite thing about the staff?
Don't gloat.
It's the... immortality.
Petty to the end.
The thing is, Mr. Berg, I don't care if you live or die. You just gotta get out of my way. Face it, Templar's lost. Altair 2, come in. Altair 2, come in! Atlantis has been compromised.
My legs.
Alethea? Alethea! Okay, think, Layla. Your comms are broken. How do you get help? Vic, I'm so sorry. We will be together again. One day. Do you remember that night we got drunk and you wanted to dance, but I said no? Next time, I promise I'll say yes. And I promise I'll like your terrible cooking. There will be a next time, right? Vic? Your earpiece. Can anyone hear me?
Victoria, we've been trying to find a way to force communication. First, we lost everyone's vitals, and
Elena.
then...
It's me.
Layla? How? This is Victoria's channel. Where is she? What's been happening down there? Did you finish the trials?
Yes, we have the staff. I finished our trials, but...
That's incredible! An actual Isu artifact in assassin control. This changes everything.
I'm not in control, Elena, and nothing's changed. Also, Berg is the interloper. He's in the throne room with me. Look, I'll explain everything, but the Templars know what we're doing, and they're after us. I need you to get me out of here.
With you? Are you safe?
We fought. He passed out, but he's stable. Please don't make me check on him.
You didn't... kill him?
No. He's still alive.
Sit tight, Layla. We're coming for you, but it might take time. What are you gonna do?
Until you get here, I'm going back into the Animus. There are a lot of people to say goodbye to.